Hello and welcome to another episode of Steelfur Speaks with, of course, me, Steelfur, aka Finbar, London-based Flesh and Blood and other card game player. I had a really fun idea today, and I hope you all think it's a fun idea too, because it made me chuckle, and I think we're going to have a lot of mileage out of this for this set, and the next set, and whatever else comes up. So we're on Discord, we're on the main Discord, and I'm calling this idea. We're calling it Discord emoji review, right? So we're going to go through the spoilers that we've had for Tales of Aria so far. We might break this up into a part 1 and part 2, and we're going to review the emojis that have been put in the Discord, and we're going to see how they match up to the hero and whether or not we think they're fair. So let's start off with Lexi. We've obviously got ice cream emoji. That makes sense. She is ice and lightning, so we've got ice and lightning. We got shocked face because assumably people are just like, this hero's gorgeous. And I did see the rainbow foil of this hero last night at my local armory. She is gorgeous. Obviously, a bow and arrow makes perfect sense. Cavden, I have no idea. I have no idea why Cavden is on here. She's not a merchant. You know, she isn't a one and done hero. So that's a bit of an outlier. Then we have a bit of a dearth of reactions, which is unfortunate. For some reason, I guess people didn't like Shiver and Weave Lightning as much. We have Amulet of Earth, which, of course, being a very strong card, gets that hot fire emoji. Bread, I don't know what people are thinking when they think of bread. I don't really see bread when I see the image. Earth, obviously. Bravo, can't use this, but I guess it does make you think of Bravo and all of his like seismic surges and things like that. Yeah, I'm not sure it deserves this emoji. The real question is, which emoji should I give these things? I'm going to give this a Ranger. I'm definitely going to give this an Earth. Voltaire to strike twice, so obviously it gets the unimaginative Lightning Cloud, Ranger, Lightning Cloud. It gets a 2, which I assume is the reference to the fact that it goes twice per turn. I guess that makes sense. What is this? This is the zoo. Okay, I don't really understand this whole zoo business. And then beans, which I assume is just because it's fueling your ongoing efforts, because it's like coffee. Yeah, some more lightning clouds for Frazzle. A lot of these reacts for this set are just like ice-based. We've got a little bit of an ice cube for chilling Ice Vein, which I guess makes sense. What's this? Noise, I guess, yeah. Chilling Ice Vein, I've seen it played. It's a bloody dangerous card. So for chill to the bone, any guesses? We have an ice cube and some bones. Let's get those bone numbers up. Frostbite. Someone has taken the trouble to spell out Frosty. Let's give that a thumbs up. Oh, and someone has added a snowman. Okay, that's awesome. So someone needs to do a Frosty the Snowman alter of this card. I think that would be hilarious. So one of the things about Discord is you can't put 2 of the same letters because you can only respond with one emoji twice, which is why we've got this buzz. But I do like this cute bee emoji that they've added here as well because it's like Buzzbolt. It could very easily be bee related, and it kind of just does a little bit of a sting. Peepo glass. Okay, I'm not really sure why that's there. Electrify. So someone has just spelled out plunder here because, of course, electrify is basically plunder run. Arguably better because you draw a card before you play it. So it does cost 1, but if you pitch a blue, that's fine. It adds 3 damage if something hits. But it draws you a card in advance, which is actually very strong. So we've got New Horizon. The art's gorgeous. People have reacted with eyes, obviously, just because it looks really spectacular. Head. Okay, so the reason for this is because the Heart and Cross Wraps is. The Heart and Cross Wraps is also a legendary Ranger helmet, so people are just like, people are just going a bit crazy. So Azalea gets the reacts in there. We've got a bit of Takarudi, a bit of Drone, because obviously, there's a dead card. There's a card here being put out. I love a little Tin Pot Timmy from the Monarch spoilers. Some love. Tombstone. So generally a mixed reaction for this one because obviously skull and crossbones for cross wraps. Headstone because you can't use cross wraps anymore. Hearing aid because she's holding her hand up to her ear. Calculated, yeah. And down here where they put it again, someone has just put 2 Ranger head rip, which I think is pretty good, and an indignation. Oh, yeah, people aren't very happy with the New Horizon, as I said in the last video, but I think this is a much better way of reviewing whether or not people are actually happy with the new cards. Then we have Light It Up, which has just got obviously really excited responses because it's just such a good card. Someone has just written what? Yeah, let's add to that what. Um, wow. What's going on here? Zero. Oh, 0-4 is what someone's written because it's a 0 for +4. A bit of a thumbs up. I put down a 4. I'm not going to endorse this emoji. I'm not going to endorse this either. The art is pretty good, but obviously, it's a little bit gratuitous. I personally think it's gorgeous. If you look at any real iconography for nature goddesses or things like that. So for those of you who don't know, I have a degree in theology and philosophy. So when I say if you look at the iconography of nature goddesses throughout history, I'm talking about a subject I've actually studied before I got a job working in telecoms analysis. And if you look at the iconography for nature goddesses and fertility goddesses and things like that from human history, they were portrayed as being naked most of the time. The only thing I will comment is that, of course, this woman, I would argue, is probably quite thin to be coming from the nature and fertility goddess side of the universe. Like, they were usually depicted as very full-figured. I wouldn't say this person is unhealthy, but you know what I mean. Like, they're usually depicted as more full-figured women who have, a well-fed and that kind of thing that in history, of course, being well fed and having the freedom to be fat and to have the sort of harvest coming in that would feed you well enough to become larger was, of course, a sign of bounteous growth. So, I mean, people can really like this art, and I think the iconography and the symbolism of her as a goddess of creation through all things spring is quite interesting. But I think they could have drawn the character a bit differently to capture that actual historical view of what that would have been. It's just an interesting aside from my degree. I hope you found that interesting. But we're not adding a vote to any of these naked or the other ones. Seek and Destroy got a what as well. I guess people are just like, this is a really good card. It is a really good card. Like it trashes someone's arsenal and their hand. And that's why you've got all of these hot, shocked. Azalea can use it, so obviously people are getting in a bit of a boom, a bit of a cross. So pray for me. People dancing. Yeah. So people are generally, I mean, you can tell when people really like a card. This one got a lot of likes just because Bravo can use it. You see the Bravos coming in on the rotten old buckler, even though he doesn't have a one-handed weapon right now, does he? But that's okay. Shock Charmer's got a bit of an IAR because it does look a bit anime, doesn't it? A bit of a shrug. I think people have drastically underestimated how good this card is, especially with someone like a lot of the lightning cards say if deals damage, which means you can get this to trigger multiple times. I don't know why this is getting a Vulcan react. No, I'm stumped by that one. I don't know why this is getting a Vulcan react or this. I get the Pikachu. I don't really get the Otter or the Vulcan. I kind of get the Cat Jam just because she's like clearly at a festival and she's like, she's lightninged up or whatever. Yeah, just elemental reacts for this one, but I guess there's a lot of reactions, so people probably quite like it. So a lot of these reactions they continue to be quite predictable. We're getting arrows for Ranger cards. We're getting interesting things. Snapshot is hilarious in that it can use your bow's abilities at additional time and as if they were an instant, so you can kind of do a lot of stuff. Any interesting things here? I don't really know what this means. SFSFSTRKE for Stark. Nah, you've lost me there. Whoever put that on, just let me know. Someone has reacted with a necktie emoji to the Amulet of Earth. That's hilarious. Sewing needle because you're weaving ice. Yeah, good. I like that. Woman's clothes because she's wearing a nice dress. Yeah, that's cool. Channel Thunder Step. For some reason, this has got athletic shoes. I guess because you're. Oh, is it because you're running away from the lightning? Um, oh, someone has tried to spell out Mark Poole. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, this is Mark Poole. I mean, everyone loves his art from Magic, and I mean, this is a gorgeous piece of art. I think a lot of people commented when this came out that it just triggers them because they think about the Thunder Plains in Final Fantasy 14 and not Final 14, Final Fantasy 10 and dodging all the lightning to get the Lulu was it relic weapon or zenith weapon or whatever it was called, and you had to dodge, I think it was 1,000 lightning strikes, but it didn't tell you properly how many you dodged until you were finished a run, so you could like do 999 and then you missed the last one. Oh my god, triggered. Pulse of Volthaven, so it gets a pog obviously because it's just really good. I hate legendary design, but that's it. Up to 6, yeah, 6 power. Tree Dance, yeah, I guess. It's not really an Earth one, so I don't know if it deserves a Tree Dance. We have a Cat Scratcher. We have a Dorinthia. Dorinthia can't play this. I mean, some of these are a bit random. Some of these are definitely a bit random. Bolton. Okay, that's a good one. Bolton Shot gets a Bolton, which Bolton can't play, but that's okay. So this is Bolton Shot. I really like that. Yeah. Cowboy, yeah, because he's wearing a cowboy hat. I mean, this is a really cool, isn't it? Because he's got the crossbow and the hat. Um, yeah, birds for shock striders, wolves for frostfang, predictable. Tear Asunder, yeah, of course. All the Bravo players really come out in force with the memes because Bravo could use it. And someone has literally tagged Kale here, so that's Kale McCreath, who is one of the OG Guardian players from New Zealand. So he's gotten tagged here. It's very good. I mean, it is very good. So you can see why the Bravo players are a bit shocked by this. Endless Winter. Yeah, this is a really good Oldhim specialization. So obviously people have reacted with an old man here. And upside down Viking, yep. Unamused, yeah, that makes sense as well. It's cute. It's not cute. I'm sorry. Endless Winter is not cute. He's literally frozen a load of demons. This is that theory that the demons that are attacking Aria are the same ones we see on all of Levia's art. Um, okay, Winter's Bite has just got a broken. I think I'll agree with that. They have to discard a card unless they play 3. So you're basically mandating a card out of their hand, and if they don't have a blue pitch, they have to just give you whatever you know. Wow, yeah, I can agree with that. A sad frog. Frostlock, obviously Frostlock. Drone. I don't know why this gets drone. I mean, it stops Katsu. That's why Katsu's tagged here. And it stops Chain. I mean, this is a really painful card for both of those heroes. Winter's Whale gets a hammer. I like that. Time. Yeah, it slows down the game. More unamused faces. Woman Mechanic, sure. I'm a pick. Yeah. OP Shield. I like that. Yeah, this is. I mean, it's not an OP Shield, but it's going to be very, very good. A shocked Pika. What? People are like, what? There's a shield in the game now. A lot of people have been confused by the shield, haven't they? Because you know, if you break the combat chain, it can go to ice. So yeah, I think that's quite funny. Uh, Channel Lake Fridges. Cold. Okay, good. Cold. Ew. No, this is a disgusting card, right? Some people have immediately gone to ice skating. I think that's a really good way to view this one. Um, Flash Freeze again, just getting Mark. There are really fans of Mark Poole, and I think I agree completely. Every piece of art I've seen so far for this set is great. Flash Freeze just looks really cool. Really conjures that image of massive elemental power that Aria is supposed to be representing. What is this? Leafy green. Okay. He gets shield, that makes sense. He gets ice, he gets shield, he gets shocked. He gets family man boy because he's an old man. Old him, yeah. He gets Santa Claus. Of course, everyone is saying old him is like Santa Claus, so that's kind of funny. Yeah. Life. Some people have said he should have more life because he's a giant. Um, just loads of old man emojis and pitch 3. Rouse foot died. I don't know what someone was trying to spell out after that, but this works very well with Rouse the Ancients because it's so big. So yeah, you can definitely get some big stuff off with this attack. And the Ancients are definitely roused in this photo, so you know, there you go. Pulse of Eisenloft, Earth, yeah, Frozen. What do we got here? Mountain, snow. Okay, good. Very, very creative. I know that once I do this video, people are just going to start trolling me by adding weird stuff in. Mulch, yeah. Whoa, yeah. CNC, because it basically does the same thing, but it is an Earth card. Oh, is it an Elemental Guardian card? Okay, cool. I mean, Mulch is going to be very strong. Evergreen makes people think of Drone because it goes to the bottom of your deck, but obviously it's not as good as Drone. That kind of makes sense. Crazy Brew. I don't really see the Crazy Brew link here. Deer. Yeah, of course it's a deer. 4-leaf clover, just because it's gorgeous. There aren't actually any 4-leaf clovers in here, just a load of what are these, meeps and a deer. This is gorgeous art, by the way. I'm just, you know, displaying my own fandom there. So the Heart of Ice, I haven't underestimated this card massively, by the way. It's really good. Really, really good. Chain, yeah, because it just makes everything chain plays much more expensive. It really just messes with defense reactions and tunic counters, but you can't use the tunic while that's on. It obviously screws Kano over massively because you just can't play at instant speed. And you can see the stock syndrome tunic there, where we all love tunic because we all have to use it, but you can't use tunic with this, so it's kind of funny that that's there. Yeah, mostly just commenting on the fact that Wizard is screwed by this. And that's fine. We have Oak and Old, which I've already given. I don't think I gave it that, but I gave it this. I don't know if I know that emoji. 1 second. What is the meaning? And this is where I display my internet. Okay, Monkey S is a Twitch TV emote illustrating an illustrated picture of the frog appearing frightened while sweating during moments of high tension in video game matches to express anxiety. I can see exactly why this would make you anxious. Because if it hits, you're going to have to put 2 cards on the bottom of your deck. Yikes. It's Earth Fusion, so someone has given us some wood. Good. Old Man. I think there's going to be an old man on every old him card. Yeah, some more ice, some more pitch 3s, more mountains. People confused by this one. I don't really know if this is confused. I mean, it's just a smaller towering titan, right? But people don't really like that, maybe. This one got a lot more likes. I wonder why. Bloody chat. Bravo. Volcano, yeah, because she's just really strong. I mean, this is a tree. Sequoias are the giant trees, aren't they, in California? Spicy. No, okay, so people are referring to that episode of Futurama with the Amazonian planet, where they go and the Amazonians are really strong. I guess that does kind of bring back this. I really like this art. It doesn't really match anything else in the set, but it really does channel that like 80s warrior hero Xena vibe, which I think is kind of cool to see represented. The kind of like He-Man vibe. Um, Even if it's not one I personally enjoy that much, because for obvious reasons, the proportions are kind of weird in this art and stuff like that. But it is still quite fun and strong. And obviously, it is good to see women just like massive muscles kicking ass in games, because that's, just inclusive and fun. Thump, I love the name of this, by the way, just Thump. It's just like, how did you kill him? Did you have your hammer? No, I just punched him, though. It does feel like that's more of a brute thing, but I think it can work just as well for Guardian. I mean, you know. But so if this gets buffed, they discard a card, and it has Dominate. So you merging Avalanche into a Thump for a 9, Dominated, they discard a card. And you can begin to see why this is getting the pump emojis, the flex emojis, the explosion emojis, it's getting everything. Cracked Bauble. I don't know why this gets a Cracked Bauble. I can see why it gets an elf, though. Definitely a female elf, not a man elf, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Bramblespot gets a Rune Chant, an Arknight Shard, because this is when we first saw that there was another Rune Blade, and everyone was like, what? And then it gets, disgusting. People are over it because it's basically another Seeds of Agony. So someone has put down a Seeds here because, it deals 1 arcane damage on your next attack. So it's basically a Seeds of Agony for Briar. But then we get more Arknight Shard reactions, some Coca Cheers, some Lime. Okay, it's just a Oh My emoji. Remember, a lot of emojis can be imported from other servers, so if I don't recognize it, it probably just means it belongs to a different server. This gets Showtime too, because it lets you fetch an attack and gives it a discount. This gets Santa, of course, which we're going to see on all of old time stuff. Sleeping accommodation. I don't know why I get sleeping accommodation. $sign, yeah, because it's free money. Bananas, yeah. Shock, literal shock from the blinking emoji. Yeah. Prism. I don't know why Prism. Oh yeah. Prism is getting this because it gives you an action point, so you can just basically just smack smack the Arclight Sentinels down by playing this. I'm not sure why someone put down Fiendal. I mean, if that was you, you can let me know. There's nothing really Fiendal about this art. It's just blinking. So obviously the Sutcliffe Suede Hides get the boot. They get Rune Chants. Video cameras, cool, chain, Viserai, and then just a bit of swag because they're very swag. I think we're gonna give that some swag as well. Yeah, Briar, leafy green. Why not? She's a plant. Frog. Yeah, I don't really see the frog, but I can see the leafy green. Some people have put wizard, just I think optimistic because it's not a wizard. We have lots of palm trees and rune chants down here. Deciduous trees. Oh, exciting. Abs. Oh god, yeah, she has some serious abs. Wow. Okay. I guess being zapped by that much lightning must really tone you. I bet there's an alternative medicine thing that just shocks you with lightning to give you that scene from that really bad Green Lantern movie where he's basically shocked with electricity to make his abs real. Oh, Stir the Wildwood. Someone has put a seal here. I don't know why anyone has put a seal here. Come on, guys. That is clearly a wolf or a fox. 2 for 5, so that's, 2 for 9. Oh, yeah, because this is 2 for 9, isn't it, as a red? Which is quite impressive. Strawberries, again, I don't know why strawberries. Blueberries, okay, people are doing their own thing here. This one is obviously the best because it has a bear on, but I'm going to have to work hard to get that. This gets a peach, which I imagine is a reference to something in this art. Moving on. Tome of Harvests, yeah, books, not too exciting. Tacos, because it came from Rudy. Potted plants. You could do that for everything. Rosetta Thorn obviously gets a chain because it's going to be played with chain. Why? Because people are like, why is this not an elemental card, to be honest? Getting a bit of anger, getting a bit of BS. See, this is what I meant when I said that this is where you'll find the real community response to cards is in the emojis, because people have taken the time to spell things out or say them. Yeah. Exposed to the elements gets a disgusted because it can blow up tunic. It gets a tunic because it can blow up tunic. Because face in the clouds because he's hiding in the ice and snow, I guess. Yeah, this gets plunder as well because it's basically plunder run as well. Intellect, wizard. I don't know why wizard is coming up again. I guess because they're not going to block. Yeah. Fulminate. I don't think we see anything interesting here. Boozed. Wizard again. People keep reacting wizard to the Runeblade stuff, but it's not. Spellbound Creepers gets a what the fuck because it's another Runeblade equipment, and everyone's just like, well, at this point, clearly we can see that at least 7 or 8 people are trying to ask, I'm going to give that a what the fuck as well. I don't understand why this is a generic Runeblade equipment. Like, they're missing so many opportunities to give Briar cool themed cards in this set in order to give stuff to Chain. Like, this is dark themed. It could be nature themed. It would have been fine. Like, Creepers even implies vines. You could have made these vine shoes, and it would have made perfect sense. But anyway, so people are clearly, like, agreeing with me, at least on that sentiment, that this isn't, it doesn't really feel like it's for Briar. Blossoming Spellblade just gets a lot of love. Deep Blue, obviously, is getting all of the memes, because it is a fantastic chest. We're seeing lots of blue. Seeing a top hat, yeah. Magic wand, perfect. Kano again. Why Kano again? I guess you put a red on the bottom and you get a blue, but it's not the most efficient. Yeah. What is this one? We have Hyper Aya, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, this is a really good card, isn't it? Fire. Crown of Seeds gets a kitty heart, yeah, because she's, like, sleeping. She could just have a cat right here, couldn't she? That should be fine. Pog Dog, yeah. Potted plants, more plants. All the nature emojis are being used this time. Force of Natures. Channel Mount Heroic unpredictably just gets clouds and mountains. Sure. You'll see I've responded why here already. I've already said enough. I don't understand why we're getting all of this generic Runeblade stuff in this set when Chain has just been smacking us around for 3 months. And also, like, why are we not getting the elemental weapons that we should get? Like, it's like saying, and it is the case that the token is always the closest aligned with the hero. So, like, Galaxy Black is Chain's weapon, for example, and Dreadside is something else. But, like, you had Luminaris, you had, like, when there's a new hero coming in with a big theme, it's the opportunity to give them loads of cards that make you feel like they match that theme. And instead we get Dawn, Duskblade. It's very good, but that's not really the point. And we can see a lot of people agree with this because they're putting Chain down. They're putting, Dorinthia down. There's Fs. There's Viscerai reactions. 20 people have put Y. 20 more people have been putting meme. A few people have put crap. Clown as a joke. Yeah, damage again because this just does extra damage. Meet because this is basically meet and greet. I'm really glad I decided to do this. I think this is really good. Ball lightning gets a recycling meme. I'm not sure about that. Heavy plus sign. Yeah, absolutely. People also reacting Chain here. Bit of eye rolling. Because Runeblade obviously gets this new aura, which people would say they don't need. And then here's one I haven't actually seen yet. So there we go. We've got the Earth equipment, which is getting thing. And then I haven't seen this yet. Ice equipment chest, destroy Code of Frost, create a frostbite token under target Kira's control. That's quite nice. It's not huge, but I mean, in draft and sealed, that could be really good on the right turn. And this is getting Mulani, which I guess is maybe it was in something to do with Mulan, the film. I don't know. And there we go. That is our emoji reveal of Aria so far. I hope you have found this journey to be quite interesting. As you can tell, I have been amused. I mean, a lot of them were just like predictable, lightning reacts, ice reacts, Delice and lightning cards, that kind of thing. But I think you can really judge the community's response based on how many people have liked or disliked or put stuff on certain cards, and how we've seen it, the reactions to them, if people are putting like confusion emojis and stuff like that, if it adds up, it really can be a good way to test people's feelings on the cards, really. So this is part 1. I guess I'll do part 2 if the spoilers continue over the weekend. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it. Thanks again, and of course, if you did, please like and subscribe so I know I'm doing a good job.